All right, we are here with the head coach of the Lindale Lady Eagles soccer team, Coach Cody Bray. Coach, how are we doing today?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Let's talk a little bit about this playoff run that the Lady Eagles have been on. You knocked off Paris in the first round, 4-1, Palestine in the second round, 4-0, and then a tight one with Maybank last week, 2-1, to advance to the first regional final in school history. So now that you've kind of had a weekend to think about it and reflect on it, when you hear that now, what does that mean to you that this Lindale Lady Eagles soccer team is headed to where no other team in this program has gone before?
Well, I mean, it's a credit to the work that we've put in over the years, not just coaches, but mainly the kids. Uh, I mean, the reflection of our program is solely focused on them, and the success we have to this point is because the work they've put in over the past few years to kind of get us to the next level. And so to get to a regional finals, a big deal for us, obviously. But we're not done yet. Hopefully.
Right. The journey doesn't stop here. But this season as a whole, coach, how special has it been for you for this team to go on this run that they've gone on this season?
I mean, it's been a journey. It's something that we've been building the culture for several years, just trying to get you know our focus on having great effort and having great attitudes all the time, and continuing to develop our skills. And now that kind of all that's kind of lined up. We've got a group of girls that works really hard. They're super intelligent, and then we've got a lot of really talented soccer players, and we're able to mesh that into success we've had this year. And so it's been fun. It's been fun to be part of for sure, and it's something we hope we continue to build on in the future.
And how long have you been the head girls soccer coach over there?
This is year 6.
Okay, so this sixth year compared to your first year that you were there, how much do you think the soccer program has grown since in the 6 years that you've been there?
I like to tell people a lot of time the floor of the program has risen quite a bit. Uh, we've always had a handful of really good soccer players, uh, but then we've had a lot of kids that are not as experienced. And now that we've started having success, we started a junior high program about 6 years ago as well, and that has really fed into the development of our girls, so that when they get to high school, the floor is way higher than it was before. And so our roster, top to bottom, we can sub a lot, and the drop off's not as huge as it was in the past. So just our squad depth is improved for sure, and just the overall confidence in the girls because we've had success over the past few years.
And that's a good point too. Starting it in junior high, all these other sports start in junior high,
Oh yeah.
baseball and all that. So it's really good that to get it started at the younger levels as well. And have you noticed with not just your girls, but soccer in general, have you noticed kind of a growth in the sport and a more excitement in the sport over the past few years?
Yeah, I mean, the numbers have been growing. I know here locally in our local association, and really just across the United States. Uh, it's a popular sport, worldwide. Obviously, it's one of the biggest sports in the world, but it's something that it's easily accessible. You don't have to have a lot of money to be involved in. You can just need a pair of cleats and a soccer ball, and it's something that we get started a lot of kids at a young age, and we've had more and more stick with it as opposed to moving on to other sports. And that has the success of our women's national team, the growth of the men's national team has really helped keep the attention on soccer a little bit for kids in East Texas. And so we've got a lot of programs here in East Texas, high school wise, that are very successful. And so that helps, the kids in the area, want to be part of successful programs.
Well, you got a tough one coming up tomorrow night against Celina. I believe they're going for a third straight state championship. I believe, is that correct?
Fourth straight.
Fourth straight. My bad. I did shortchanged them a little bit. So yeah, they're
Yeah.
going for their fourth straight state championship. So obviously a decorated program in Celina. So what's it going to take to go out there and to get the win tomorrow night over Celina?
We're just going to have to be the tougher team. We can't match them player for player skill wise, but I think if we go in it with the right attitude and the right mindset, to just go be tough, be East Texas tough, and just battle, and try to get a result. It's going to be an uphill battle, but I'm confident in our girls. They've worked super hard. We've eclipsed a lot of our goals already, and so we're kind of playing fearless, and so hopefully that plays in our favor tomorrow against obviously, a kind of a 4A powerhouse in Celina.
And what's the support been like from the community? You know, Lindale rallies around, I'm from Lindale. Lindale rallies around sports big time. So what's the support been like for the girls soccer team this season?
It's been good. It's soccer in general is kind of an afterthought in smaller towns because we kind of play at a bad time of the year where the weather's cold and it's kind of in between the big sports here in town. And so as we've become more successful, we've gotten way more attention than we've ever had, which is unique, and it's been something that I've had to deal with a little bit. It's a good change, but hopefully all the attention will help keep our program growing, and so we can get to the levels of some of the bigger programs in East Texas, uh, interest wise.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, I appreciate you taking the time and talking to us today. Best of luck tomorrow night against Celina, and we will talk to you down the road.
All right, thanks, appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey,